How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to another Gundam card game video here on Red Zone Rogue. Today we have even more Gundam card game spoilers for you. We're rounding out the ultimate deck, and we have a bunch of spoilers for set 4. There's a ton of LRs to talk about today. I think there's like 4, and some Grunt Zakus as well. So we have a lot of nice stuff to talk about. Yeah, without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into our overlay. Here, a quick word from our sponsor. You can probably guess who it is. It's been the same person every single time recently. So, yeah, let's do it. Oh, surprise, it sponsors me again. I do want to give a huge thank you and shout out to anyone who has been purchasing from our merch store here, redzonerogue.com. And I just kind of wanted to, give it another shout out, another little boost. We're not going to spend too much time on this. redzonerogue.com. We have playmats, sleeves, we even have like token cards as well. We have this cute enamel pin for $12.50. It's really, really high quality and super, super cute. I wear it on my lapel, though you usually can't see it because my hair is long. I do plan on getting a haircut soon, by the way. But what you might be interested in most is our Project Red Zone Mecha series. This one is all done by artist Pinakas, who is a mecha artist who does stuff for light novels and manga and model kits and Arc Knights, Azure Lane games. He's awesome. This is our series. We're going to have more stuff in the series later this year, but we do have our newest one, Vaya Fleet Commander, in stock for the playmat. We also have our Katsumi Mech Pilot, also in stock for the playmat. Unfortunately, Codename Villain has sold out, as well as our sleeves, but we do have a restock of the sleeves that I placed the order with Dragon Shield recently, so these will be arriving in the next several weeks, I believe. I'll do an announcement when these come in, because I know people have been asking for these. It's not a huge restock, but it's what I could do right now. So, yeah, hope you're looking forward to that. Or maybe pick up one of the beautiful playmats we have in stock. Yeah, it's great. We'll talk more about restocks for Codename Villain, as well as restocks, or as well as the new one in a future video. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited for the new one later this year too. All right, spoilers. Let's talk. All right, first up we have a Zaku Grunt. This is a level 2 1 cost 2/2 purple Zaku Warrior. It's also Zaft and Minerva Squad. It's a purple Zaft Grunt. Sure, if you need Minerva Squad stuff, if you need Zaft stuff, well, here you go. This one comes in the Destiny Ignition starter deck. Yeah, there's not much to say. Looks cool. I was actually always surprised to remember that there's actual just Zakus in Seed. Next up we have another card that comes from the Destiny Ignition starter deck. This one is a command card called Giant Killing. It's a level 4 3 cost command that you can activate on main or action, and you choose an active enemy unit with 4 or less AP and destroy it. It's a really interesting one because you have to choose an active enemy unit, so you can't choose the one that's like attacking you for the most part. So you can choose like something else, or you can just choose something on your turn. I think this is all right. It doesn't have a burst, and it's kind of expensive, but just hitting 4 or less AP is pretty good. It hits a lot of stuff without pilots. So yeah, I feel like this is, if you're going to run this at all, it's probably going to be like a 2 of maybe. This is like a maybe card in purple decks, but I like having more removal. So more options is good, and having it on action is also pretty good. Ooh, now we have one of the LRs. This is one of the LRs from the booster set 4, Phantom Aria. We have a new Gundam Ferric, but this time in green. So we're actually getting a lot of Witch from Mercury stuff in green now. So this is a level 6 4 cost. This is an LR, 5/4 with Breach 5. Breach 5 is like the best Breach number. I guess Breach 6 would technically be better, but 5 is great because it just blows up almost any base. It's really, really good. And it also has a once per turn effect. During your turn, when one of our other Academy units receives damage from an enemy unit, place an EX resource. Also pretty solid. It's once per turn during our turn, so it doesn't trigger on our opponent's turn. But still, pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I like this card. Also, it has a link with Elan Saris. Elan Saris. He's the clone guy. I don't want to get into too much of Witch from Mercury lore, but he's the clone guy. Anyway, spoilers, by the way. I guess that doesn't spoil too much. You don't know the context of it if you don't know the context. Anyway, I think this card's pretty good. It does have a high level. But Breach 5 is like kind of wild, and this kind of just pumps out more EX resources, which I think is what you kind of want to do for this new Academy archetype. So I think this is good. Yeah, I'm gonna play around with this. I'm gonna make a new green Academy deck for sure. Probably green-white, because Elan, he was white in set 1. All right, now we're going back to the ultimate deck with another one of the LRs. This is the Freedom Gundam LR. So new Freedom Gundam, level 6/5, cost 4/5. It's orb that has blocker. Sure, of course. It also says, while a friendly base is in play, this unit gains suppression. Pretty good. And it links with Kira. Pretty good. This actually seems really sweet. Having both blocker and suppression. So you have like the premier defensive mechanic, and you have the premier like offensive mechanic. So this thing doubles as a defensive threat, or a defensive card as well as an offensive threat. So like turn 6, you can jam this as long as you have a friendly base in play. Man, you can jam this thing, slap Kira Yamato on it, do the Kira thing, smash in for 6 with suppression, and then if your base is like the Archangel, you can like set this as active again, so you can then block on your opponent's turn. This is pretty good. I think this one's really good. Next up, we have the Savior Gundam. This is Athrin Zala's new LR. So this is a level 6/5 cost LR, very similar to the Freedom Gundam. 5/4, very similar to the Freedom Gundam. Zaft Minerva Squad, Athrin Zala. This one has Breach 3, notably less good than Breach 5, but still Breach 3 is good because it can blow up EX bases. And then it has Link. If there are 5 or more purple cards in your trash, I love it when they do the cross color thing. Deal 2 damage to all units with 5 or less HP. AP, not HP. Anyway, sweet. It does. It's like a board scatter shot kind of deal. So when you link this up with Athrin Zala, if you have 5 or more purple cards in your trash, you deal 2 damage to all units with 5 or less HP. I mean AP. I keep saying HP. With AP. Keep in mind with Athrin Zala, Athrin will give it +1/+2, so it'll make it a 6/6, so it won't hurt itself. And then you can do the Athrin effect to be able to attack into something, and then get that breach effect. And then, yeah, it's good. I think this is really good. This is really, really good against all of the hyper-aggressive stuff. Like, man, your opponent has, like, say they're playing, like, the blue-purple deck. They've got, like, their 3/2 Barbatos, some random other X2s, and you just drop this guy, kill their, like, 2 guys. If you kill 2 things with this, weaken another thing, and then breach into the thing that was weakened, that's pretty good. That's pretty good value. Yeah, I think this is great. So you're going to play this in a purple-red Zaft deck, which I'm here for. I'm here for. I think this card's also really sweet. Dude, this deck seems cracked. This deck seems actually really good. I'm really excited for this. Next up, we have the Psycho Gundam from G-Quux. So this is, once again, from Phantom Aria. So this is a level 7/5 cost uncommon, 4/5. During Link, once per turn, when damage from one of our units paired with a Cyber New Type pilot destroys an enemy shield area card, choose one enemy with 5 or less AP and deal 2 damage to it. I think this is really sweet. You have to link with Murasame, so this we'll see De as well. Her name is Tu. Yeah, I think this is pretty solid. It's really expensive, and it's a red Earth Federation card. And it synergizes with Cyber New Type stuff, which is kind of cool. So if you want to do a more Cyber New Type style deck, well, here you go. And I think this is pretty good. It says when damage from one of your units paired with a Cyber New Type pilot, so it doesn't technically have to be this one. Yeah, it's pretty good. And here is Murasame, level 4, 1 cost 2/1. She is a Cyber New Type, and Earth Fed. She just looks so tired. Undestroyed, choose one undamaged enemy unit and deal 1 damage to it. Sure, I think that's fine. Not the best ping, right? She's not a Marita Cruz or even a Haman Karn, but I think she's all right, and she could go into like a Cyber New Type style deck. So yeah, I think this is fine. This is one that you could play around with for sure. Next up, we have the Frieden 2, Return of the Frieden. Level 4, 1 cost base. This is a Vulture base. Burst, deploy it. Deploy, shield to hand, and then if you have 7 or more vulture cards in your trash, choose an enemy unit with 2 or less AP and destroy it. I like this card, but man, 2 or less AP is such a narrow window. I wish it was like 3 or less. Obviously, 3 or less is better, but 3 or less feels like the sweet spot right now because there's so many like 3 or less stuff that you really care about, right? You have your Rick Diaz, and you have your Gundam Barbatos LRs, and everything smaller than that. So, I don't know about this one. Vulture seems to kind of get the short stick a lot of the time. It seems fine, and it seems like an okay payoff, but man, I just wish this was better. I wish it was like level 3 or less, or AP 3 or less, but I don't know, maybe you can combine this with shrink effects? Maybe? It's not really what I wanted for the Gundam X deck, to be honest. Next up, we have the Bjornan. This is another grunt. This is another like Zaku style grunt. Level 2, 1 cost, 2/2 militia. If you want a white 2/2 grunt, here you go. That's specifically militia because we already have some white 2/2 grunts. Yeah, I mean, like I think this is gonna exist. Like this type of card is gonna exist for every permutation in the game. We're gonna get like a grunt. And by the way, what I call grunts are level 2, 1 cost, 2/2s. Those are grunts to me. I mean, obviously there are grunt meaning in actual Gundam, but for the card game, I am calling these bears grunts because hey, we're not playing Magic, we're playing Gundam, and so we're not calling them bears. They're grunts. At least that's what I'm calling them. Anyways, it's fine. You know, whatever. Put this in your deck if you need it. Next up, we have the Big Row. Level 5, 3 cost, 5/4 Xeon, and it links with Tokwon. Sure. I personally don't like cards like this, but if you really need the Tokwon link, well, here you go. And speaking of which, here's Tokwon. Tokwon. Level 4, 1 cost, +2/+0. When this unit is blocked by an enemy unit that is level 4 or lower, it can't receive battle damage during this turn. I actually think this effect is really sweet. I actually like this pilot a lot. Unfortunately, he's just Xeon, and he's not like a new type or cyber new type or something like that, so you don't get additional value out of him. But man, this effect is good. It's specifically only blocked, right? So if you're like attacking into this, or if you have this and you attack into something just regularly, you don't get the effect, but it's a nice blocker killer, man. Level 4 or lower, there's a lot of annoying blockers at that range, so this just makes it like really, really awkward for your opponent to like block with all of their level 3 or lowers. Once again, we already mentioned Rick Diaz, but like Lifrith, Zawart, man, this just murders them. Absolutely murders them. So, great. And it's not even like a link or anything. You could put this on like a grunt, like a 2/2, and he's just punching and smashing, man. So I like this guy. I like this guy a lot actually. Next up, oh, okay. Actually, we have Victory Gundam, and then we have one more. We have the pilot. That's gonna kind of round it out for today. But I think the Victory Gundam and the pilot are actually really good. I think set 4 is looking really good. So, Victory Gundam is a level 4, 3 cost, 3/4. Pretty good stat lines there, right? This is very close to RX-78-2 LR, starter deck LR. On attack, if you have 3 or more League Militaire units in play, you draw a card. That effect is really strong in the Gundam card game. It itself is a League Militaire and Victory type, so we just need 2 more units with League Militaire in play. And then we also link with any League Militaire trait. So you're going to be playing this in a League Militaire deck, right? But you're going to be able to get like the requisite number of League Militaire units pretty easily because we also have the pilot Uso Ewin. That sounds weird saying it. Uso Ewin. Ewin? It sounds like I'm saying Aaron, but like anyway. We have Uso here. Uso is a level 4, 1 cost, 2/1. Hey, Victory Gundam is one of the few series I actually haven't seen. I've heard mixed things on it. I'll watch it eventually, but some of my friends say it's not good. I reserve judgment until I see it for myself. I think this crying kid is actually really good. So he's a level 4, 1 cost, 2/1, League Militaire, new type. Also, when you pair it, if this is a League Militaire unit, you deploy 1 parts League Militaire 1/1 token. This unit can't choose the enemy player as its attack target. So what this is great for is the Victory Gundam, right? So you can slap this crying kid onto the Victory Gundam, making it a 5/5, but you also get an extra League Militaire unit out of it just from the pair, right? So you have a 5/5 and you have a 1/1, and you just need one more League Militaire unit to get that draw effect. That's really strong, man. Like, just getting the draw effect can help you really keep this tempo, right? Because you link, you get to attack immediately. The fact that this has just a more of a generic link is really good. So if you're playing other good League Militaire pilots, I think it's just going to synergize really well. And I think this dude is also just good. It's a 2/1 that gives you another 1/1 on pair. I think that's just strong. And also, he's new type, so that's relevant for like all of the new type stuff. So yeah, dude. I think this is good. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think this is like super splashable, right? It's not like the Gundam Alex, right? The one that pings and you draw a card if the thing dies. That one's pretty splashable, whereas because like you can put that in a deck with Amuro. This one you really need League Militaire stuff, right? Because of the effect and because of the link. So you're gonna need to put this in a more dedicated deck or have a more dedicated package. But dude, I think this is really good. So yeah, let's go ahead and go back to me. All right, and that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hype the video if you have the ability to do so. And I really appreciate you for being here. Let me know what you think of all these new cards in the comment section down below. I think the Ultimate deck looks actually cracked. And I'm going to be doing some more coverage of that when it comes out later this month. I do have some decks that are going to be on the way. I'm going to do like an opening of the decks, and I'm probably going to do like an opening and like a deck build kind of thing for folks just getting into the Gundam card game, kind of like what I did for the previous 2 starter decks. I open up 2 of each, and then I build a deck out of you know, the 2 decks. So we're gonna do that here for the Ultimate deck as well, and see what kind of cool decks we can do. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for a lot more Gundam card game stuff here on the channel, and we'll see you later.